Welcome back to Knockout Adventures. We are going up the 570. It's not an F-road, but you still technically need a four-wheel drive vehicle to go up here. This is a pretty cool place. There's a glacier up there and a volcano. This volcano is technically still active, even though it hasn't erupted in hundreds of years. The glacier is a very dangerous area to cross. There are numerous deep chasms that are invisible until too late. Seek information. Well, I am not driving or walking on the glacier. We're going to stay on the compacted gravel road. Our first stop is Sönghellir, which translates to song cave. This cave is known for its sound echoing qualities. So we'll see what we hear, or hear what we see. Yeah, these caves have got lots of nooks and crannies you can crawl into. I don't know about the echoing noise. It just sounds like what you'd expect. This is a 700,000-year-old volcano capped with a glacier on top. It is the location where Jules Verne based his novel Journey to the Center of the Earth. It sounds like if we wanted to go down to the center of the Earth, we just gotta hike up to the top of this volcano and survive. Jules Verne's classic sci-fi novel Journey to the Center of the Earth was written in 1864. A curious megalomaniac and scientist from Germany brings his nephew and an Icelandic guide down the volcanic crater, which they believe to be the opening to the center of the Earth. Within and far below the glacier, they discover a world of never-before-seen creatures, wonders, and adventure. Their journey came to an end when they emerged in Italy. Keep in mind, this is just fiction. Juan and I are driving through reality. We are coming down the mountain, down a shelf road. It's pretty steep. I don't know what the gauges are. I'm just taking it nice and slow. There's snow everywhere. There's red rock. There's green moss. There's black rock. Amazing. We've passed around the Volcano Glacier and are headed downhill, continue downhill. And this intersection is where the F575 meets the 570. We're gonna continue down to the main road and then loop around the peninsula and then hit the west side of F575 and then drive eastbound back up to this point. We just finished mapping this for OnX. So if you get the app, you should be able to find this route in there. Probably give it a 2, but a 10 on 10 for the scenery. Yeah, there were some narrow spots and steep spots, but no water crossings, no boulders, no rock obstacles, just steep grades and a couple shelf roads. Now we're gonna loop around and hit up the F575. Juana and I just finished driving the epic Icelandic 570 over the mountains from coast to coast, or at least from sea to sea or water to water. We are now about to go all the way over there somewhere to find the F575, which meets up halfway through the 570. This next journey should be more rugged, steeper, more adventurous, more danger. Man overboard! We're at the west side of the F575 and we are headed eastbound. The glacier over 100 years ago was 15 square kilometers and now it's sitting at about 10 square kilometers, so it's going to disappear eventually. Well, this is not marked very well, but if you didn't know, you just think it's a hole in the ground. But supposedly it's a lava cave that you can crawl into. I crawled down to a little landing here. I don't think I'm going to go inside. You can't. I got a bit of a flashlight here, but oh yeah, I can see bones. I don't want to go any deeper. I don't know what animal the bones are from, or what animal left the bones. Time to go back up. I told Juana I'd be back in 10 minutes, and if I'm not back in 15, come find me. I just visited the Cave of Disappointment. Most of the way up the F575, there is a spur trail that goes even closer to the glacier, but I'm not comfortable taking those type of roads on a rental car. I know the rental car, we can take F roads, which is fine, but that's definitely not an F road. So I don't know if our insurance would cover it. Even then, our insurance, the car rental agency said we're allowed to drive on the F roads that are marked green on road.is, but we're not allowed to drive on the F roads that are red or black. Red meaning impassable, black meaning unknown. Well, the F575 is not even listed on that website. So here's hoping we don't have any issues, because I'm assuming the insurance is fine, but I don't want to find out the hard way. we are 500 meters, half a kilometer away from the end of the 575. You can see the intersection there that meets up with the 570. And this silly guy was over enthusiastic, doing trick shots, backward shots, flying really funky with the drone. And I backed up and flew it into that mountain. So now I'm going for a short hike to go get my drone. Thankfully, there's like 82% battery life, lots of battery life left. Thankfully, it's not windy. Thankfully, it's not rainy. So I'm okay. And our drone is okay. I just gotta find them. The DJI Find My Drone app is pretty good. It's got a little blue arrow telling me which way I'm pointed and a green line saying, you know, go this way to the drone. So it should be just up there. And there's an option. Stop flashing, start flashing. Just gotta follow the sound, the arrow. Thank you, DJI, for making such an intuitive, easy thing to use to find it. There we go. There's the drone, and there's Juana way down there. I'm not taking a straight way down to Juana. I don't want to walk over the snow. Looks like I might fall through that, so I'm gonna take the same route that I came up here on solid ground. Thanks for joining us on the F575. Earlier today, we did the 570, which is not an F-road, but it felt like it. Now, the differences between the two is the F575 definitely had a better view of the glacier right near the end, so that was worth it. The road condition was quite a bit rougher. Some folks say it's steeper, but the steepness is nothing out of ordinary. But the terrain of the road was quite a bit more rugged than the other one, which is fine because the 570 is just supposed to be a gravel road. Now, overall, yeah, Juan and I are having a great time. I'm the pilot for the drone and Juan is the driver for the vehicle. And so far on this trip she's winning. I've crashed a handful of times, less than 5, more than 2, and she hasn't crashed the vehicle at all, thankfully. This is the peninsula that we're at. We started down here and took the F570, which I think is not an F-road anymore, all the way up to the opposite side of the peninsula. Then we hung a left, going west, all the way around here. And then I think it's this spot here where it's the F575, which is not on this map either, but we know it exists. And then it kind of goes somewhere back up to the 570. And then we cut down this way, and then we're headed east.